life of a hunter. It's not about an end result, it's about an expedition, a journey that leads us into wild places, both near and far. In a time where some believe hunting is not relevant to modern society, we carry the torch and stand on the foundations of those that have come before us. We continue to invest into the ecosystems of which we must sustain. It's an effort to conserve, to provide, and celebrate God's renewable resources.
Hey, 380 plus.
It is our life. It is our passion, and we make no apologies for our God-given right to hunt. New Zealand. It presents a unique opportunity to hunters from all over the world. They are presented with an abundance of wildlife to pursue. And not to mention, the landscapes of New Zealand are nothing short of breathtaking. Having the opportunity to hunt this terrain is no doubt special. When the opportunity to hunt free-range animals in New Zealand presents itself, you can rest assured Mark Heck will do everything within his power to get there and participate in the hunt.
These guys are all like young, old, 3 years brand new, or 30 years of experience. They ask how long you're going to be here, and the second question that you asked me, Ron, was, how far can you shoot your bow? What was my answer? 15 yards. Well, we finally made it here to New Zealand. Met our new guy, Ryan, here. He may or may not be our guide, but he's our guide right now. Todd and I were here 4 years ago, and Gary actually talked me into bringing a firearm, and about halfway through the trip, Todd and I looked at each other and it just clicked. We said, we're coming back, but we're coming back with a bow. And so we kind of called this trip the Expedition New Zealand trip because we're shooting an expedition bow. It's usually a 24-hour flight, 3 flights. This one took us 36, almost 42 hours and 5 flights and 2 missed flights. So it's been an expedition already. But we're here. And Ryan's gonna get us there, and I don't know if we'll hunt tonight or not, but better mood now. What do you think, bud?
Sounds good, mate.
We're here. I got my accent on.
Hey, Mark.
Uh-oh.
Where you been, man? I've been waiting.
Where's your shoes?
I'm waiting 3 days for you. Welcome back.
How are you?
Not too bad.
You didn't
Yourself?
tell me it'd take 3 days the second time
I
around.
thought it's 24 hours normally.
After 3 long days of travel, Mark gets unloaded and decides to shoot his expedition a few times before the first hunt.
Wow, is it beautiful out here. It's just nice to be someplace where temperature's nice. We got here about 45 minutes ago and already having flashbacks of the memories from 3 or 4 years ago. And there was some really good memories too. We're getting excited. Just gotta get this bow shot, make sure we're on, get it all set up. It'll take about an hour itself, so nice view to do this at.
Given Right is being brought to you by Expedition Archery, Element Outdoors, Real Tree, CVA, Hornady, and Weather Guard.
Well, we spent most of the morning since 5 o'clock this morning getting here, and we're kind of fogged in right now. We really want to glass these hollows down through here, so we're just going to sit here and wait it out, let Mother Nature unfold this morning. It's starting to lift already. We're above it right here. It's really just thick, and you can see how wet this grass is. Really not looking forward to putting a stalk and crawling in on something like this right now, so hopefully it dries up here quickly.
With fog blocking almost all visibility, the guys decide to put some miles on their boots and see if they can hear a bugle or a roar.
We can hear an elk down in there. I actually heard a couple growls too, stag, but can't see him. We got all this fog set in here on this valley, so we're actually gonna grab our stuff, take a walk out along here. We don't want to drive down there with a buggy, jump things out of there, so he's pretty active. Just can't see him, just got too much fog right here. There's a bunch of them down in there, down the bottom. Quite a few animals spotted on that hillside right there, just in the shadows. Got one or two on this ridge right here. Can't really tell what they are yet. The fog just lifted, and Sam walked up on top to take a look before we got down to the bottom. He sees an elk bedding down over here, so I'm gonna go take a look at it. Can't really tell how big it is yet, so we'll sneak up on top and see if we can get a better look at him.
Where it turns and then cuts back that way.
Yeah.
It's straight up that draw.
Yeah.
He's just tucked up on the opposite face.
Okay. We have what I can't explain, one of the largest elk I've ever seen in my life. 1,200, 1,300, 1,400 yards down there. He's actually bedded down. We heard him all morning, just couldn't see it. And he's bedded down right by the road that we drove up. He's unexplainable. His top end is just, it splits 3 times. I don't know how he holds his head up.
With the bull bedded, Mark decides to circle around the elk, get the wind in his favor, and attempt to stalk on this giant bull elk.
Couple of cows in front of us here, bedded down right above him, so we're gonna drop off this side here and try not to jump him. Walk down this gully, a couple hundred yards, playing it safe. There's just so many eyes down there as those hinds jumped up there and went up over that hill. It spooked him. He didn't run, but he's kind of heading back up the hill, so we're gonna get back up here. The wind's still in our favor. Get up above him. Just too many animals.
As they get closer, they jump another group of stag, pretty much sealing their fate on connecting with this bull.
As we said, the big bull down here, as soon as all the cows left, he's following me. He's down there tearing the tree apart. We turned around, started glassing on this side. We found a magnificent stag. It's bedded down. It must have been there all day. We can just see the horns. He's just got kickers everywhere. So the wind's still good. We're gonna forgo the elk. Just will never get us too many eyes. And we're gonna go take a peek if we can get a stalk on this thing over here. It's still bedded. Wow, is he big? And the two two animals that big in the same area.
The Given Right is being brought to you by Scrape Fix, Dead Ringer, Cupped Waterfowl, PFC Outdoors, Victory Archery, Burris, and Lethal Products. After Mark's stalk on the elk that he had been watching was blown, they turned around and spotted a giant red stag that they decided to put a move on.
Yeah, we can wait till we get up there, right? Halfway up, I mean, I need to rest anyway. Our stag's up on top of this knoll right here. We're just gonna work our way around. Get about halfway up, get set up, and then just sneak up to the top.
As Mark looks over the edge and nears the moment of truth, the stag is facing him at 35 yards. The opportunity he was hoping for was literally staring him in the face.
He's hit good. Oh, he's bleeding. Oh, yes. What a freaking stalk. What a stalk. Dude, we had him at 35 yards right there. He winded us, didn't he? Because his head was looking that way, and then all of a sudden he looked this way. I was like, Tyler, get ready, get ready. I was panicking. All day long, the wind was blowing the other way. As soon as the sun goes down. Hey, 3 guys stalked within 35 yards. It was only 500 yards as far as the crow flies, but we had to go all the way down the bottom, walk up that creek. This stuff doesn't look that steep or that thorny. You picked the worst spots to walk through too, just to let you know. 35 yards we got within him. I told you we could do it. I told you we could do it. Oh, yes. We're over here where he fell. I can't see him. It's really thick in here. Oh, there he is right there. I see white tips. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh. Chase one all day. Turn around and lucky enough to find one like this. What do you think? Dude, what a stalk. Oh. Thank you, bud. Oh my goodness. We are right on the edge of this cliff, buddy. We better be careful. Oh. Look at this, Sam. My goodness. We're actually looking for an elk all day. We thought we could outsmart him and wait him out. But obviously that didn't work. The cows went and so did he. And no sooner we turned around and said, all right, let's get out of here and start again tomorrow or do some scouting. Magical eyes here. Looks over and says, there's a nice stag over there. And nice is an understatement, Sam. This thing is an absolute beast. Look, double drops on this side, drop on that side. Look at these things. We got to get him out of here so we can take a good look at him. But I'm just in awe right now, just mesmerized. Thank you. Dude, 3 of us stalking to 35 yards, and if the wind didn't swirl, we'd have been able to totally get set up on him. But the wind swirled a little bit with the sun going down. and his big old antlers turned, looked right at us. I was like, uh-oh. I said, Tyler, get ready. It's gonna happen. He's a beast. Congratulations, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. We gotta get him out of here, and you better be very careful right here, because I'm talking it is straight down. We might have been better if he fell down there.
The Given Ride is being brought to you by Big and J, Reveal, Grizzly, Tacticam, Swagger, and The Grind.
Somebody asked me where my favorite place to hunt is. I may have to change it to New Zealand. I mean, look at this view. It feels like you're actually not here. You're just viewing it, and you're not really part of it. It's just, the view is spectacular. We hunted all day yesterday right down in here, and just about 3 minutes of getting here this morning, we spotted our elk right over here on this hillside. He's got about probably the same bunch of cows he had with him yesterday. It's not a great place to put up a stock on, but we're going to sit back here. It's early. We don't have any fog this morning. Yesterday we couldn't hunt till about 11 o'clock, but just sitting back and seeing this is worth the whole trip itself.
With the bull spotted early, Mark decided to dedicate his entire day to chasing the one that got away the day before.
This knoll right here is the ridge that they were down there. We're probably about 300 or 400 yards. They were working their way around this way, so we're probably gonna get over here and check the wind and see what the wind's doing. See if we can get down here and take a look. The winds are good.
With the wind in their favor and a screaming bull close, Mark has high hopes as they round the bend.
We came up on top of the hill, and guess who's here? Bedded down, looks like by himself, but I can't really tell right now. We're gonna walk down here and try to get up close. He is a monster. He's right there. Bedded down. About 50 yards.
After over an hour of watching this bull, he finally stands up, and Mark gets the opportunity he had been waiting for.
sat on that bull all day yesterday. And then we saw him first thing this morning. That never happens. First thing. And we walked probably 2 miles straight down through this stuff. And we lost it. Just totally lost it. I was pretty dejected, to be honest with you. So instead of going back down the bottom, we said, let's come back up here. And he was bedded in this little gully right here. He must have come right over top of us. We went that way. He must have been right here and came over. He bedded down right here. Sam saw the tips of his horns. We backed way out. We walked all the way down through here. Crawled up within 50 yards. He finally knew something was wrong. Got up. Bam! Oh, yeah. How come you didn't see those sticking out? Huh? Look at that! Sam. Sam, look at this. Look at the head on this thing. That's as big as a horse. This is the biggest elk I have ever seen. Look at that. Look at the front end. Sam. Oh, I just don't know what to say. What a trip. What an animal, huh? We got some work to do ahead of us here now, bud. It's probably 75, 78 degrees. We got to skin this thing. It's as big as a cow, literally. Yeah, the head on this thing. Woo! Yeah, baby.
New Zealand, a place for experience. For Mark, a place for harvest. And one more location to be grateful for our God-given right to hunt.